What we gonna do right now is go back, way back. Give me your thing. Hey, 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 more. Come on, shake, come on. Give me your thing. Hey, 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 more. Big girls like do the round. Fat girls like do the round. Fat girls, let me see you grind. Fat girls just doing their own thing right there with the fat thing. Fat girls just shake them thighs. Fat girls don't make it count.
Excuse me.
Baby.
What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash?
But like that girl, hit the ground, hit it up, and you hear that sound. Fat girl just looking so sweet. Fat girl don't make it eat. Fat girl just shake it, don't speak. Big girl, let me see you do a thing. Let go, let me see you touch the ground. Shake it up, take it off, back down. Top me is in the house. Work it out, work it out, work it out, work it out, work it out. Big girl, 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 like you around. Fat girl, keep going, don't quit. Fat girl, just move the damn hip. Fat girl, get down, don't stop. Fat girl, wanna see the pop. Shake it, fat girl, shake it fast. Fat girl, nigga, wanna see that. Fat girl, bounce like a pro. Fat girl, don't know what you know. Fat girl, shake, till you rip through what? On the web, that's hard part two. Looks in the house, y'all know the game. Fat girl, don't have no shame. Shake that ass, bounce to the beat. Fat girl, shake it, jiggle like me. St. Louis, back to the top. Like I like to do the ride. Work it up, work it up, work it up. Big girl, 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 like do the ride. Hey, 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 more hey. Let me hear you say, hey, 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 more hey. Big girls like do the ride. Shake, work, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, shake, work, shake, shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake. To the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground.
I'm sick of this. Now I want to show y'all a real show with the big girls.
Oh, fat girl, part 3. Can't hang with 100% beat. Fat girl, know to happen, don't quit. Fat girl, run like you own it. Put your hands on your hips and grip it. Nothing new, I'm loose like it off the now. Fat girl, bring through the top of the climb. If not, I'ma pull the panties down. Fat girl, bounce hot, stop tripping. If you do, get chicken and hot bitch. With a lot right, come to the night speed. I really shit, get the dead in the well team. Bounce fat girl, show the boy shot. Let me see if the fat or not. Don't put fat girl, y'all like the down. Let you out, let me see y'all do the rap.
I'm serious. Where you are? Not the Elvira. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing?
Big girl, 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 big girl.
Oh, but ain't the little leprechaun. Girl, your wings will show up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls?
Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, you done suck all the fat off your ass.
Hours after the Dolphins cut to
Chain, 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 chain of fool, chain of fool. You see my shirt? Look at my shirt. Look at my shirt. Let me get this camera down here so you can see the shirt. As political as I want to be. As political as I want to be. As political as I want to be. You see the shirt. What's up, Jack Tripper? Jack Tripper. Why are you up this time of night, Jack? Hey, how y'all guys doing? Everybody up in here? Y'all in here? We're live. I am doing the show live right now. As political as I want to be. Uncle Luke for Congress. Uncle Luke for Congress. I'm having a good time. I'm having such a good time. You see the QR code up there. See the QR code right there. QR code right there. Y'all see it. Make sure y'all scan it. I better, yeah, you can go to my website right now. You can go to my website right now, www.lukeforcongress.com. www.lukeforcongress, F-O-R, congress.com. Go over there, volunteer, make a donation, all that good stuff and everything. See the platform, see what we're talking about and everything. Find out the events when we'll be at and all the beautiful things. I'm having a good time. Let me just tell y'all, I am having a great time running for Congress. I'm doing that. Should I put this on? Does this match? Does that match with the hat? I should go get the hat, put the hat on. But I'm just saying, people, I'm having an excellent time running. I mean, today I got to meet with the mayor of Tamarack. I'm going to go meet with the mayor of Belglaze, Mayor Pahokee. I'm going to go meet with the mayor of Riviera Beach. I'm going to meet with all the mayors. I'm going to have a conversation with them because it's really about their needs. What do they want? How can I help them? Because I understand that it's the people who see. See, a lot of people have a tendency of doing what? Running for office, and they think it's about them. It's really not about you. It's the people's seat. And so when you sit in the people's seat, sorry about this shirt. You know, I've lost so much weight. I'm sexy, and I can't wear these size shirts anymore. But again, it's about the people. The seat is is not the elected. You are a representative of the people. The people vote you in. And at the end of the day, when the people vote you in, you are there to be the caretaker. You are there to represent them in the best possible way you can. You have mayors in your district. Like I have mayors in my district. I need to know the needs. Like today, I did not know. I thought the only city in my district had a water issue was Riviera Beach, which they $200 million short, some would say, on getting the water plant rebuilt. You have a water issue in Tamarack. The mayor clearly told me, look, we got a water issue. I mean, if we get a big hurricane, because the pumps are above ground, it's going to flood it out, and then we're going to get leakages and all that. So we need to redo the water plant. And I talked to the last Congress lady, and nothing got done. There is money. There's infrastructure money to build those things. And so when people ask me all the time, why are you running and everything like that? I'm running to serve the people. I'm running to fix some of the issues that concern the individuals in my district. They are underserved. They are underserved. They have been underserved for God knows how long. I mean, my man Unlce Hastings was in there. I mean, he did an excellent job. I mean, he got old and he, wasn't as flexible as he was, but I love him to death. And right now, people need leadership. And that's the reason why I'm running. I'm running to be that leadership. I'm running to revitalize those water plants. I'm running to fight crime. I'm running to get these young people on the right path to a career for their lives. I mean, these young people, a lot of these young people are not going to college. What are they going to do? They're sitting there looking at Instagram. They're looking at TikTok. They're looking at Facebook and all these things. They don't look at Facebook. That's what their mama had and all that. And say they're sitting up there saying to themselves, what am I going to do in my life? Especially when they finish high school. They're being recruited by the dope boy. They're recruited by the streets. They're recruited by trouble in general. Why can't these kids have a chance? I mean, I did it in Liberty City. I was able to get kids jobs on a year-round basis. Jobs with caveats involved. Parents, you got to be involved. You got to come sign the paper. Parents, the check is going to the bank. You're going to have to open up a bank account. I'm teaching you how to be responsible right now. And that's what I did over there. That's the same thing I'm going to do over here. These kids need a pathway. You need to create a pathway, not to prison, but a pathway to living a good life. When we were young, we all got a trade. My Uncle Ricky owned a painting company. We got on the back of the paint truck on the weekend and we went and painted throughout the summer. We did something. These kids nowadays have this thing here. They got this thing right here. They have no trades. AI is taking over, putting more people out of jobs. So what are we doing? What's the end results? They're going to look at TikTok and Twitter and Instagram, and they're going to get depressed. And that's what they do. They go there and get depressed. They see their homeboy leave off, go to college because they're playing basketball or football or whatever it is, and they're sitting there saying, well, what the hell am I going to do? Well, we just have some trade schools. Then you got the grown-ups being gentrified out of the area up in River Beach and Lauderhill and Lauderhill Lakes. People trying to move them out because they live so close to the ocean. I mean, let's keep it a buck. You got insurance prices out of control. There are things that you can do as a sitting congressman to help these folks. You got seniors right now, and they got to take the money that they're getting for medicine to buy groceries. Seniors are suffering. Veterans are suffering. I mean, there's issues after issues. The housing crisis in the entire district is bananas. You need affordable housing in the Muck, Belgrade, Polk, South Bay. You need affordable housing in River Beach. You got people trying to move folks out. You got an insurance issue in Tamarack. I mean, it's like, you're talking about underserved. I'm like, why do you ask me, why am I running? The problems are here. Bad representation from the federal side. There are funds available. There are grants available that you can give to people within the community. Hey, we need workforce houses. We need affordable housing. Okay, grant for affordable housing. We need to create a grant to help with this insurance crisis in the state of Florida. You got seniors getting pushed out of their houses, absolutely losing their houses because the insurance is too high. The insurance is, you have rent. I mean, there are subsidies that you can put together. I mean, you can put together plans to help with the rent. How about you go to pay rent? Real simple thing. You go for a young person who wants to rent. It's the first month, last month, and security deposit. How about the federal government paying for the security deposit? I mean, that's the help you can give. How about you paying for first and last and let them pay for security? That's helping people using common sense. Hey, the insurance got you upside down. Your insurance is now costing more than the mortgage. You're a senior. You're retired. Your retirement check, but you got this house. You're paying your taxes, but now you got to damn near pay a whole other mortgage to pay for insurance. Lord help you if there's a big storm come. Half of these insurance companies are not paying you. They need to be regulated to the fullest. You want to open up a business. You're a young person. You're 30 years old. You want to come back home and go to college. You want to open up a business. How do you get there? You got a great idea. Like Uncle Luke, great idea. I want to start a record company. Well, I'm going to the bank. When I look like me, the bank is going to look at me like I'm crazy. Well, what do you want to do? What collateral do you have? Federal government can loan these young people, and I'm not talking $10,000. I'm talking real money to start real companies. That is what the federal government does. That is what your congressperson does. And if your congressperson is not doing that, then what are they doing? I'm getting ready to take a L. Just give it a buck. I'm getting ready to take a L. $160,000 a year as a congressman. A year. And if you do anything outside of $160,000, then you're gonna have to report it, and you're gonna have to get ethics involved, where you can go do a concert or make an appearance or whatever it may be. You got to take that $160,000. You got to fly from Miami. You got to get an apartment in DC. You got to live off of that $160,000, going back and forth, living up there with a place to stay. That is not any money, sweetheart. That is not no money. And when you look at a congressman's schedule, you're spending most of your time in Washington, D.C. Okay? They don't have housing for you. They ain't paying nothing. Your $160,000, that's what they pay you. That is what you're going to have to use to live on. It ain't no big money. So it ain't about the money. It ain't about the fame, because I do good on concert stages right now, people. When I go out, I sell out. I am looking at this district, and I'm saying these people need help. I can use my resources, my influence, to get them help. Simple as that. I did Stephen A. Smith's show yesterday. He was like, "How are you going to work through the gridlock of Washington? You got 200 and some congressmen and women, and they running around doing all that." I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about Donald Trump. I'm not worried about nobody. I'm worried about bringing money back to my district, bringing the resources back to my district. I'm going to fight like a hell if they elect me. Assuming they elect me, because they are going to elect me. As soon as you get them $10, as soon as you go on that QR code, go to my website, www.lukeforcongress.com, $10. Let me tell you this here. People, one of my friends was like, "Yo, Luke on there asking for money and all that there and everything like that." Let me explain. Let me take a minute to explain to y'all how elections operate. Number one, I'm gonna tie it into how your community gets gentrified. Number one, what we don't do as a people, we don't fund the campaigns of our candidates. We let somebody else do it. Normally, that somebody else that's doing it is a white person. The white person comes in and he wants something out of it. So why is a white person funding a black candidate's campaign who represents an all-black community? He wants something out of it. 9 times out of 10 is normally the developer who does not look like you and who's not going to hire people from the community. So that developer comes in, dumps a lot of money into that campaign because he wants something in return. He wants your community. He wants to be the person to build affordable housing and only allow his people in the building. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's how it works. He wants to own that elected official. So all those available houses within the district that elected official has control over, because the elected official has control of a certain amount of housing. If a house been repossessed in his district, he didn't say who gets that lot. So then they give it to the developer who puts the money into the campaign, because black people think it's not cute to donate $10. So now the person sitting there who sits in your church every day and he's supposed to be representing you, he know how to put on a real show. "Yeah, how you doing, girlfriend? How you doing, girlfriend?" Meanwhile, he is selling your entire community to the fucking white developer. And they call them special interest groups. I ain't here to take no special interest group money. I'm sitting up here. People say, "Hey, look, this guy wants to meet with you. He want to have a conversation with you." I say, "Is he black?" I say, "Is he black? Is he from Lauderhill Lakes, Delray? Not Delray. Is he from Belgrade Pokey? Want to do business in Belgrade Pokey? I'm doing business with the people from Belgrade Pokey first. Y'all gonna be mad at me? Put the money on them other horses. I got no problem with that. I'm doing business with people. You want to build in Lauderhill Lakes, Sunrise, Tamarack? Okay, are you from these areas? That's what I'm looking at first. You want to do business in these areas. You want these federal grants. I'm looking at the people first. You're not going to be coming from Atlanta, coming down here, getting all the money and going back to Atlanta and hiring all these people who don't look like the people in the community. No, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that. You ain't just gonna push some people out of Riviera Beach. Oh no, not on my watch. I'm not doing that, people. I'm sorry. So I might not be the candidate for special interest groups. I'm the candidate for the people. You got to donate your funds to those candidates' campaign, $10. Because you need money, unfortunately. I could take my money right now and put it in this campaign. I was talking to a person the other day, a fundraiser. And the fundraiser says, you can loan your campaign money. I say, yep, I do understand that. You can give your campaign money. I said, but that's more like buying an election. I'm not here to buy an election. The last person bought the election, and you see what's going on with that. I'm not here. This is the people. If the people want me, then the people are going to spend $5. So I could buy them posters. I could buy the advertisement. I could buy the commercials. I could buy the flyers. I could have the people do robocalls. I could buy all those different things. $5 campaign. We're running a $5 campaign. It's a buy-in. It's just that simple. I got over 1 million followers on all my social media platforms put together. They are real people. They're not fake like all these other people with 10 million followers and 90% of them fake. If 10% of those people give $10, we have enough money. Over that amount of money. We don't really need that much money. But you got to pay people. And I ain't trying to buy no election. Because that'd be the first thing. Oh, Luke came in here and he bought the election. He bought a seat. I'm not buying no seat. No. This campaign is going to be funded by the people. You go to buy the club ticket. You're paying the ticket for the future. Just that simple. It's the worst part of campaigning is me getting on the phone, calling up my friends. But I call them up proudly because most of my friends love that I do this community work. Luke, whatever you can do the community work. Whatever we can do, we want to be here. So I get on the phone. Hey, look, this is what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to go to Washington. I'm good because I'm going to have to bring the money back to the community. Here's the max, $3,500. Or you can give $10, you can give $5, whatever. You can give $1. You can get $1. So I tell my friends this. And surprisingly, most of my friends are ready to go. What can we do? What are we going to do? We're going to have a fundraiser. We're going to do this here. Whatever you want us to do, we're here for you. And then there are some surprises with some friends. Hopefully they'll come around. There are some surprises with some friends that I'm like, I shouldn't have to call you 2 or 3 times. But if I have to, I'm not doing it. I'm only going to call you 2 times. Either you're going to be a part of it or not. We're going to win regardless. Because we're going to outwork everybody. Boots on the ground. Because this is all ordained by G-O-D. I'm down with G-O-D. Yeah, you know me. Well, let me get this show going on here. How y'all doing in the chat? Let me know where y'all from. I didn't even talk to y'all in the chat. I'm just running off at the mouth right here. How y'all doing on here? Now I can see y'all in the chat. What's up? People need people like you. Thank you. Hey, thank you. That's what I'm here for, man. We don't have enough people. We don't have enough elected officials. We got a lot of good elected officials, but we don't have enough real elected officials because a lot of elected officials use this job for a job because they don't have a job. That's number one. And then they use it to get paid up under the table to then sell people out. What's up, Chicago? Sell the community out. They'll sell the community out, gentrify the community, then they move off with their little money that they made off the deal. Simple as that. I give it a buck, man. I give it a buck. That's right. All we do is win. Who is that? Tangela Sears, why are you up? It's my little sister. She's support, boy. She go ham on this campaign. She's letting people know. Where's Missy? See, Tanya, this the time of night I get to talk. I have to actually do my show this time of night because I don't have time in the daytime, because people like Tangela Sears, they want to work me all day. They want to work me all day, which is good. I love this. And this is only beginning, people. I'm going to tell you, this is only beginning, because when I start knocking on them doors and going up there, sitting on your couch, I can't wait. That's why I'm really good. Because I want people to know me. I want people to know me. I don't want people to think, oh, I'm just voting for Luke because he's Uncle Luke and I love his music. No, I need you to know that I understand the issues that you have in your community, and I want you to tell me, how can I make your life better? Because I'm here to learn. Go to my website, people, www.lukeforcongress.com. Glo, please do me a favor, Glo. Keep putting it in the chat for me. Because that's what it's all about, people. That's what I'm here to, I'm here to tell y'all, man. I'm enjoying this ride. I'm enjoying this creativity, because you got to create. It's a challenge. It's like a big football game. It's a Super Bowl. You got these months, which are a very short period of time, to get your strategy right, get the platform right. We got a platform. Go to my website and check out the platform. We have that. So you have to build a platform, because you can't have 20,000 things on it. I'm telling y'all how a campaign works. So some of you guys this may inspire you to run or understand how campaigns work. You want to keep your community together, you give to the candidate that you like. Not just with the vote. It's almost like black college football. Black college football, why do all the top players go to the white colleges? Because the white colleges, the boosters are putting in millions and millions of dollars into the school, into the facilities, into the collectives, so they can buy your sons. And then on the other hand, black colleges, yeah, we want to go to the homecoming, we want to go to the classic game, we want to do all these things, but we think that buying a ticket to the game is us supporting the team. No. They need facilities. You need to make a donation. They need collectives. They want to compete against these white schools for these top athletes. Then you got to put money into the collectives. It's no different than you wanting to own your elected official. You take and you invest in that elected official by just giving $10. Y'all see the emails. It's just that simple. So people may say, oh, Luke on there talking about money, you asking for money. Yeah, because, yeah. You have to get your mind wrapped around it. You put millions and millions of dollars into a campaign out your own pocket, you just bought an election. I'm not buying no election. There's going to be two ways this thing get done. The donation of the people who understand, and then I don't want you to stop here. I want you to make your $5 contribution to these candidates in your neck of the woods. Your $5 to everybody. $5, and you got 1 million followers. $5 million, you easily win any election. $5 million. $10, that's $10 million. You $2 million easily win an election. Do your part. Now, if you don't do your part in your own community, and I'm telling you to do this in your own community, you see a guy, you see two people on stage. Oh, we got this guy here. The guy with the most money 9 times out of 10 is the guy getting ready to sell your community down the river if the community has not pooled together and then put the money on that person. Just that simple. Raise the roof. So buy in. What's the platform? Go to my website, www.lukeforcongress.com. Go to my website. I mean, it's simple. Affordable housing, number one. Bringing jobs, a job plan, small business plan. Helping seniors, helping people with price gouging of insurance. Those are the main things. Those are the general main things. When you get to certain areas, you got TPS issue, temporary status. Donald Trump is trying to remove Haitians and immigrants. In this district is over 70,000 immigrants that's here on temporary status. It just went to court. The judge put a halt on Donald Trump doing it. They tried to go on appeal. Now he's getting ready to appeal to the Supreme Court. So you got 70,000 people potentially can be deported just from my district only. That's an issue. You got an insurance issue. Seniors are getting put out of their house. This is my platform. You got kids in different areas. These kids in all over the district need training programs. They didn't in school. Tech programs in the schools. Not at a tech school because they don't want to go there. They want to go to their high school. So if I teach them a trade, if they get a trade, plumber, carpenter, AI program to work on electric cars. Now you leave high school and go get a good, decent, high-paying job. It's my platform. Affordable housing. Folks can't afford to live in these houses. They have so much land you could build. You're building affordable houses by the people of the community. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge getting that done, but then you work through you work through it. You work it. It's my platform. That helps everybody. We have 2 ports. You have Riviera Beach has a port. You have Fort Lauderdale have a port. 2 ports. You expand the ports. Do you know how many jobs that you just created? You know how many people can afford to live in their community? A lot of times, communities get gentrified because people can't afford to live, can't continuously afford to live in their community. So what do? They sell their house and they move out. You got seniors sitting there getting killed off the insurance. You got to create programs where seniors can be able to get help. That's my platform. I'm well aware of the issues that concern. You have a prison and you have a sugarcane factory automated in Belgrade, Pahokee, South Bay. Then you have a prison that was closed down. They went and built alligator Alcatraz where they could went and open that prison back over there, put them people back to work. That whole area has been decimated. Those people lost jobs from the biggest 2 industries in the whole community. My job is to go over there and revitalize the community. Can I? Yes, I can. There are a lot of things I can do over there. Am I going to sit on here and tell y'all no? But there are a lot of things that can be done over there. Because you know what? When I was talking to the mayor today, I was like, I have resources. I can get on the phone and call up the president of Nike, Phil Knight. Hopefully, good shape. I can get on the phone, call up the president of the Miami Dolphins. I can get on the phone, call the president of Adidas. I can call up the owner of Amazon. When you have that type of cachet and that type of Rolodex and that type of resources to get things done, I think of the box. I work with everybody. Can you work across the aisle with the Democrats and the Republicans? Hell yeah, that's all I do. I don't care who you are. I'm going to tell you this is what I'm trying to do in my district. This is what we're trying to do, and we're going to get it done. With you or without you. It's just that simple. I won't be the guy screaming on channel whatever it is, or CNN and MSNBC talking about Donald Trump and what he's doing and Epstein files and all that. I'm not interested in all that. I'm interested in bringing money back to my district. And I don't think ain't nobody better than me. I'm sorry. It does take a village. It's common sense. Oh, you a moderate. Really? Is that what you call me? Because I'm just not over here to allow my people to continue suffering? Yes, well, what about the Democratic Party? Look here, man. I'm for my people. I've always been that way. I ain't the guy that stand outside the school board with hats on and picket signs talking about a superintendent who's doing the job, who's burying kids, who's doing what it takes to make everybody. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy to go in there and have a conversation with a person on the other side of the aisle and explain to them, this is what we're trying to do in this area. Look, my number one neighbor, let's think about this. My number one neighbor in my district who has to ride through my district to get home, who has to fly in the airport to get to his house, who cannot have his property value go down because everything surrounds, when your property value go down, everything around it, your property may be pedicure, manicure, take care of this and all that there. But if everything around your property, the value of everything goes down, you're living in slumlords around you. Not saying anything is happening, but it can get that bad if you don't service people. The number one person who lives right around the corner from my district in the neighborhood is Donald Trump. Donald Trump. He has to ride from the new Trump Airport, International Airport. He got his name, they done gave him his name on the airport at Palm Beach. He got to fly his big plane out there, even when he's in office and without office. And you think he wants to ride through Beirut? You think he want to ride through a decimated community to get to his house, which just made the property value of his place lower because everybody at some point sells? No. So people are, oh, you're going to work girls out? Yeah, I'm going to work girls out. No, these people, I'm going to save these people. I'm going to save these people houses in River Beach. I'm going to save these seniors' houses in Tamarack and Sunrise. We're going to build new affordable houses in Belgrade and Pahokee. We're going to bring businesses to Belgrade and Pahokee. We're going to be happy to be there. That town is going to be so lovely that everybody's going to want to move there. It's just that simple. That's what I'm on. Anything I touch, it turns to gold. Just know that. Anything I touch turns to gold. That's how I operate. I'm a builder. So, with that said, y'all got me going off on me running for Congress. I done spent a whole long time. We need to appreciate programs for those kids who don't want to go to college. That's what I'm saying, Paul. That's what I'm saying, Paul. Everybody's not going to college. How those people don't understand that? If I'm in Congress, I work with so many kids. I created programs here. I've created programs in Miami. I went to the commissioner and said, I got 4.0 students. I need jobs for them at the law firms and the brokers firms year round. As long as you maintain that GPA. And we got that apprentice program. That's the same thing we do over here in my district. I got Broward and Palm Beach Other kids. Why are we just doing summer jobs? Why we don't do jobs year round? We got to compete against the guy, the streets. We're in a competition with the streets. So, Commissioner, we need to get resources to get jobs year round for these kids. Okay, all right, good. They're gonna work at the park, they're gonna work at the school, then they have an appreciation of the school, they work with the teachers after school and all this, and they come into practice and all these different things. If they don't practice and they don't play sports, then they still got a job. That is what I champion. I do common sense things because I know the things that these kids are up against. But I can't put a trade school in a school if I'm not elected to Congress. I'm elected to Congress, I get to do that. And here's how that affected you. You might be saying, oh, well, I'm in Georgia, I'm in Connecticut, I'm in somewhere else, and I know you're running in Florida. But you know what? The programs that I create in my district, I guarantee you, your congressman is going to create in their district. I guarantee you. You know why? Because I've done it before. I have a program called Liberty City Optimists. I'm a co-founder of it, been there for over 35 years. I redid an entire 28-acre park. We have a gymnasium, we have classrooms, we get funding from the city, the county, the state, children trust and all these different things like that. We got top of the line teachers coming after care program. We take our kids all around the country. We do great things with our kids. Our kids leave and they have a great education and they go on to do great things. But yeah, we got #1 sports program, but it ain't just about sports. It's about bringing them in because the sports program is so great, but you got to have a certain type of GPA. And we find them jobs year round and in the summer. Guy called me up today. Hey, look, how do I do what you're doing with your programs and all that over there? People want to know. People want to know. I don't have no Duke Johnson, Devontae Freeman, Levante Davis, Kalijah Cansey. All these first-round draft picks came out of my program. Chad Johnson. You don't do that just being a rapper. You're doing that by giving back and having a program to just sports, but to inspire. I got one of the most prominent commissioners came out of my program. We got commissioners, doctors, lawyers, you name it. Over 35 years. So people want to know this rapper dude. No. Every time I went to the commission, I got a pass. You got to go to the commissioners. You got to go to city managers. You got to have a conversation about things that you want in your community. You got to have that conversation, and you got to be active in the political process because they ain't supporting somebody who ain't active. I ran for mayor, got a block of vote, and right now today, anybody that gets elected in the state of Florida, they need my endorsement. Miami-Dade County, mayor, commissioner, can you give me an endorsement? Yeah, no. Sometimes I stay out of it. That's how it works. So politics is real. The things that affect you now will affect your kids in the next 10 years. So you take it for a joke right now, these people are 10 years ahead of the game. Whatever they're doing right now is going to affect you in 10 years. I'm telling you. Your kid is 12 years old, your kid going to be 22 years old. Is education going to be the same in the next 12 years, 10 years? I doubt it. They're making changes every day. They're making changes to the housing every day. They're making changes to quality of life every day. And if you ain't at the forefront of it all, if you don't got the right elected officials in there, you're going to be left behind. AI is here. Electric cars are here. Everything in its right mind to disenfranchise you, to push you back into a field to be picking cotton is here. They want to take your house. That is here. They want to send your kids to war, unjust war, to steal all. That is here. Right now, they're trying to, the money that the kids are making now are in NIL. Biggest funder of all of our black kids. They're trying to regulate that right now. They got old Donald Trump talking about regulating NIL because black kids make too much money. They shouldn't be making this kind of money. It's all here. If you think it's a game, it is not a game. Listen to this lady here.
NIL deals is because they don't want black athletes to win. Whatever their stated intent is, the practical effect is that this is a revenue stream that will disproportionately benefit black athletes, primarily in basketball and football. I honestly think that if this didn't benefit black kids the way that it does, this would not be a topic of discussion. There wouldn't be litigation in the courts around it, and we wouldn't be thinking that their parents were incapable of effectively protecting their interests. That's what they want to say it's about, right? And you think that white parents are better equipped to protect the interests of their children. And these black parents, unfortunately, aren't as equipped to be able to do it. These are minors. They can't enter into contracts with other parents. Somehow the Ohio legislature thinks that protecting black children means cutting off a revenue stream that can change the trajectory of their lives and their families.
You see where it's going? There's nothing in this country that is here to benefit black people. Everything designed in this government right now is to tear you down. Everything that we've got, we fought for. Tooth and nails. We fought the police. We fought the Klan. We're still fighting right now today. They want to ban books. They want to ban our history. We ain't getting the big government contracts. We can't go to the bank and get a big loan. We had to go in there with one of them. Even in the music industry, you got to go cut a deal with Alan Goldberg. You can't go walk up in there and get a deal on your own, even though you control the industry. The film industry, even though you control the film industry, you can't take your black ass up in there. I don't care how successful you are. You got to go in there with one of them. How about let's take our shit back? That's what I'm on. I'm on the take back. I'm on, we ain't looking for no handout. I'm on using your taxpaying dollars to benefit you. Play the game the same way they playing it. Why their communities looking better than our communities? Because they're elected officials and they are really working for their community and for their district. We get somebody that look like us, that's bought and paid for by them, to then give them our community. And all of a sudden, we sitting in Harlem and all the white people walking down the goddamn street. I know Tangent on say don't cost too much, but I get real passionate about this. So the very thing that black kids are becoming instant millionaires right out of high school, NIL, this lady just explained it to you. Just so eloquently explained it to you. And we'll sleep at the wheel. What are they trying to do? They're going to Congress. Nick Saban is lobbying, creating a narrative. They're going to Congress to ask Congress what I'm running for. They're going to ask Congress to create policy and laws to prevent these black kids from profiting off of NIL. That's what they're trying to do. You heard any Democratic congressman say anything about it? A woman? Either they don't know anything about NIL or they're playing sleep. They ain't saying nothing. That's what normally happens. When people don't talk, they're allowing the travesty to happen. And then when people get up in arms, then they'll go out there like, oh, yeah, I'm upset that they're doing that. No, you saw it coming down. So you little tender, all these college athletes right now, they need to be maxing out. If you getting $1 million NIL and you want to keep getting your NIL money, or you getting ready to get some NIL money, you need to be putting money in Luke the Campbell campaign. You need to be logged on to LukeForCongress.com, hit the donate button, because I need this man up here, because if he ain't in Congress, they're going to take all our NIL money. You and your mamas and everybody else. And not just the black kids, the white ones. They are sleeping. You are definitely right. Everybody's in the bed. Don't got a clue as to what the hell is getting ready to go down the pipeline. Don't have a clue. Don't see it coming. You got to think. You think Nick Saban has been at this for I don't know how long. Nick Saban has been at this for the last 2 years, people.
He was paid to students in the form of scholarships. What was the exact number that you said, Charlie, before?
$4.1 billion last year.
$4.1 billion was paid to the students in the form of scholarships, and everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. And now you got yourself a mess. And I think you should just go back to where you have and let some judge tell you you can't do it, and you appeal it up and you win at some point, because I think what you had was a great system. $4.1 billion.
So let me break this down for you, what he's saying. He's saying go back to what you had before, when you paying kids up under the table in SEC and them conferences allegedly were the only ones profiting, the only ones for real. What he's also saying is you need to go back. These kids have made $4.1 billion. I don't know where they got the calculation from, that they should not be making that kind of money. Now, this comes from the money man who's in there making $1 trillion right now, who got his son and sons running around collecting money, got his son-in-law going to countries with the oil and telling them, if you don't give me the oil, then we're gonna put them ships out there, we're gonna blow you up, and then we're gonna send out American kids. This the guy, the money guy. This the deal guy, saying that he has a problem with these kids making money. Let me go back to the system. Let's break this whole thing down. I'm gonna keep stopping it.
He was paid to students in the form of scholarships. What was the exact number that you said, Charlie, before?
$4.1 billion last year.
So he just asked, what was the amount of money made in scholarships? The fucking guy don't even know what he's talking about. There's no money made off of scholarships. There's no money made off of scholarship. A scholarship is given to a student athlete who qualifies and who the college offers. College offered a guy. They give him a scholarship. It's no $1 billion worth of scholarships. That's number one. So they don't know what he's talking about. They got him up there, pushing him on some policy, and he don't even realize what he's talking about. So I'm assuming he's talking about how much money in NIL money the kids made. And then he keeps going.
Paid to the students in the form of scholarships, and everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. And now you got yourself a mess. And I think you should just go back to where you have and let some judge tell you you can't.
Now you got a mess because these black kids and these poor white kids are millionaires. Now you got a mess because they making money. They're not supposed to be making money. Only the 1% supposed to be making money. You got a mess because they're profiting off their name, image, and likeness. Really? Really? Not the president who cuts the deal, the art of the deal. Where is he at right here? Where's he at? I got him in here too. Not him. Not the deal maker. Not Donald Deal. Not him. Not Mr. Art of the Deal. The art of the deal is to get the bag. So now he's complaining of the kids who are getting the bag. Really? Really? I think there's also a mutual respect from the start. We managed to make deals in a very short time. Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump. Really? Is that what we're doing? So the kids are making money and they're making profits off their name, image, and likeness. They're making profits off running up and down the goddamn football field and entertaining all these white people in the stands and all these white people in luxury boxes and all these white fans all around the world. So now you got a problem with it? You want to go back to like it used to be, where you give them a scholarship with a guarantee 1 year and every year you have to renew it? And even right now, none of these jack in the boxes ain't even talking about guaranteeing these kids 4 years. Everybody's talking about they're making too much money. Ain't that the American way? Come on, listen to some more of this shit.
And you appeal it up and you win at some point because.
So what is he saying? Let me break that down. Go to the courts. Go to the courts. That's what he do. Go to the courts and you appeal it up. No different than TPS. His intentions of TPS with people back in my district, 70,000 people. You mess around with this vote. No different. TPS. This is the president, the suit president. He believes in lawsuits. He's been going to court all his life. He's no different than me. I've been in court defending myself all my life. This guy been sued all his life, and this guy loves going to the court. That's why I told this dumbass Joe Biden to pack the court. If you pack the court, we won't have the situation right now that this guy wants you to do. He wants you to, he know Congress is not going to pass any kind of legislation like that because it's going to be lame duck in the next session. It's going to be me who bring the bill in. So his belief has always been, go to court, you lose, appeal, and to go to where he controls. What does he control? The Supreme Court. And you get to the Supreme Court and you will win. You get to the Supreme Court and you'll win. Because he has all of his Supreme Court justices. He has the majority of the court. So he's giving them the game plan. I say go to the court, sue to change it, put in a lawsuit because that's what he's saying. That's out of Donald Trump's playbook.
System, $4.1 billion. Everybody was happy. Now you have a thing that you're never going to say. You have a jigsaw puzzle that's not going to be put back together. And colleges are going to go out of business. And I think you go back and the players that got the $12 million, a 17-year-old quarterback that got $12 million, one got $14 million. I hear they're negotiating one at $18 million, they don't know if he's got an accurate arm, but he's got a strong arm, coach. Accuracy counts too. They have no idea. They're going to give him $18 million.
Okay.
And you know what?
So all those guys, so now he's talking about the guys who getting the money. It's, oh, we're giving him $18 million. We don't even know if he got a strong arm. We don't know if this dude is good anyway. All those guys who gave him millions of dollars, who own all those NFL teams, How often do they go get a guy out the draft that's hot garbage with maggots on top who's suey? How many do they do? How many of those guys do that? They go get garbage. So they're okay with it, giving them $100 million. But let's get to where we're at. Who can afford to give coaches, who can afford to give players $10, $12 million? Who can afford that? A school. So now you're trying to tell people to regulate themselves. If the schools get together, let's give it a buck. If y'all get together and say, oh, well, we're going to put a cap on this all together, but they're not doing that. Only person crying is SEC because the field has been leveled off. Only person that they're really talking about, let's keep it a buck, is the University of Miami Hurricanes, who beat 5 SEC teams last year. Ain't nobody else spending that kind of money. Duke ain't spending that kind of money. Louisville ain't spending that kind of money. Nobody else is spending that kind of money. The ACC does not have that type of TV contract to bring that type of money into the ACC to disperse it amongst the ACC, the same money that the Big Ten and the SEC have. They got that kind of money to spend. They supposed to have those type of collectives. Not Miami, not a team in the ACC. Their whole goal is to create 2 conferences. Big Ten, SEC. That ain't happening. Miami is fucking up the matrix. That is where the problem is. Why? Because I prefer having $10 million going to Miami at quarterback than I need to have going to Athens, Georgia. Who the fuck wants to live in Athens, Georgia? I'm in the condo overlooking the ocean in Miami. I got $10 million in the bank. Hey, look here, I'm going to Carbones and I'm going to the Grand Lux and I'm going over there to ZZ's and I'm going over to Sexy Fish and all that. You ain't got no damn Sexy Fish in Tallahassee. You ain't got no Sexy Fish in Louisiana, where LSU is. You don't have that going on in Columbus, Ohio. Shit, the people trying to get them. You ain't got that kind of shit going on in Clemson. There lies the problem. And they can't do anything about it. Moving right along. Speaking of doing something about it, I'm having some real issues right here, boy. Let me tell you this here. I'm having some real issues with this one right here. When y'all talking about Bam Adebayo, my friend, let me just put that on the record right now. That is my friend. He's a Liberty City Optimist warrior. Bam is a certified Liberty City Optimist warrior. We made him one. The day he got in here. He's a part of our program. And when you talk about him, you talk about Liberty City. Let me just keep that. When you talk about Bam Adebayo, you talk about the entire Liberty City Optimist alumni base, fan base, community, because he's one of us. The first day he got in here, he came and said, I want to be a part of this program because I love what you guys are doing. And from the time he's been here, he's been every consistent. He has been a part of our program. We love him. We love his mother. We love her little dog. We love, he brought Asia over. This is my girl. We accepted her into the organization and the family. We love Kev, who's been with him since he was a kid. We love the entire family. We love Bam. That's why anytime anybody get on this social media go to talk about Bam, I'm the first person to jump out there. Oh, y'all need to trade Bam. They need to get rid of Bam. My ass. So all the people who jumped on this social media, especially you media people here in Miami, who always talk about, oh, well, we need to get rid of Bam. We need to get rid of Bam, and I jumped in y'all shit. How about saying apologize? I'm sorry. This is what this show is going to be about, Bam. And then I went off into politics, but I'm so deeply entrenched in it. Look at this.
Apologize to absolutely no one. Period. And you know, going into the game, you know, it's a Tuesday night game against a team where they're not playing for anything, where their organization is trying to lose. We've already lost a game, you know, in that kind of situation. We have players that are sitting out, and I spoke to Bam about I want, as our best player and team captain, for him to be locked in and ready. And he sure was.
Okay, what he's talking about, apologizing. Everybody got this whole big old thing of, oh, how many free throws Bam shot. Okay, let me reset. Bam gets 83 points. Kobe Bryant, 82 points. Everybody in their feelings because Bam broke Kobe Bryant's record, being the second person to score that many points in an NBA game. Other one, I think Willis Reed, Wilt Chamberlain, one of them, 100 points. So everybody in their feelings that he broke Kobe Bryant's record. Everybody got an issue with how many free throws, how he did it. Everybody got an issue. But they forgot to say this. It was a basketball game. It was a professional basketball game. He didn't do it in a pickup game at the park. He didn't do it playing with some little people. He did it in a professional basketball game where people paid their money to go see a game, and those other people that are sitting on that other bench was making hundreds of millions of dollars. He had professional referees in the game. So for these people to get on here and say, how he do it, y'all some nitpicking bitches. He went to the free throw line. He did it like this. He had this many shots. How many shots he had? Listen to this idiot. Listen to this idiot. Come on, idiot.
Had 83 points tonight. Just, I'm sure you know, Bam, what are your thoughts on that and such a historic night?
Yeah, I mean, first thing you think is how, you know, because of, not because of him, but because of the way he plays, you know. And I saw only made 6 threes, but 40 free throws or something like that. Tells the story right there. And the Washington Wizards.
So because he got fouled and the referee blew the whistle, and the last time I checked, it's a professional game and there are rules involved, and he's playing physical and he's going to the hole and he got fouled. So because he got fouled and he went to the free throw and shot the free throw and put it in, he's going to be criticized, really. When we sat up there and watched Shaq, our good friend, can't hit a free throw to save his motherfucking life. How many big men we sat up and looked at TV, and if you found them, they had hacker Shaq going on. They couldn't make free throws. So now we got a big man who's playing very physical with all of his other teammates out. And his coach say, go be physical. We got a whole bunch of guys out and just, you know, you got the green light. Let's go. And he's playing against other people that then start double teaming him and triple teaming him to stop this onslaught of a grown-ass man coming down the pipe, and they're fouling him. So this idiot coach, this dude just say stupid stuff. This dude here, he's stupid in my opinion, and he says stupid stuff. You tell him I said it. I don't care. The former Boston Celtics. Y'all, man. You know what I really want to say? But I'm running for office, and I got to be politically correct. But in this case, I'm not going to be, because I'm a fighter, and I fight for my friends. And when it's right, it's right. This coach from the Houston Rockets, you are a straight bitch. That is what you are, bruh. It's so easy to say kudos to Bam. It's so easy to say that, but you got to come out your mouth like a straight bitch, bruh. That is what you are. That is what you are. If you don't like it, I don't care. That is what you are. You're looking for clickbait. You're looking for attention because it is so easy to say, hey, look, was it a professional game? Yes. Hey, look, did they have referees out there? Yes. Okay. Kudos to the brother, 83 points. Hey, man, my man, you want to throw the Washington, you want to throw an NBA, a professional NBA team up under the bus. And all those guys who would guard him. And when they send the double teams, they send the single team. They weren't just letting him go. They were fouling this man. That's how he got to the line, idiot. You ashamed. I felt sorry for them when they butchered him at Boston, but I don't feel so. They should have got rid of him. They should get rid of him from Houston, and he should never coach another NBA game. And I don't care about Buddy. I might go to the next. If we playing Houston, I'm sure we're not playing them no more. If we were playing Houston, I would be down there on the front row heckling his ass. But I can't do that because I'm a congressional candidate. Look for Congress. See, this Congress thing is going to keep me off a whole lot of people. Because that dude right there saying what he just said, absolutely bananas. Everybody got to be on the tackle. A man do something good. You do something good. All of a sudden, everybody got something to say. Make it make sense. Everybody got something to say. When you do something good, everybody got something to say. When you ain't doing nothing, ain't nobody got nothing to say. Y'all see this. But what make it so bad is men. What make it so bad is black on black crime. You ever seen a white player do something so historic that other white players come and question how he did it? He had a hat trick in hockey. Hey, what you think about such and such with a hat trick? Oh, that's great. I know how difficult it is to do a hat trick. I mean, damn, he got a hat trick. Kudos to him. No, but black people are going to sit up there. Oh, who was he playing against? The Washington Wizards? How did he get the hat trick? Oh, did the Goldie? Oh, it was the backup Goldie? Oh, I heard the Goldie was sick. We're going to do that. That's what we do to each other. That's what we do to each other. We do that. You never hear white people going after other white people for doing something so heroic, so epic that they're going to criticize the individual. You're going to find this trash of a coach. And he say something stupid like that. I can't make it up. And then D-Wade, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, D-Wade. Damn. Now, mind you, D-Wade came to Miami. I took him up under my wings personally when he first got here. D-Wade came in, he had a white T-shirt on. It was all about LeBron and Carmelo. And then D-Wade was the third guy. I looked at D-Wade game, know he was a great player, and he got drafted in the same class. And, D-Wade ain't come in here fashion D-Wade like this here. I took him around to all the clubs. I took him, say, you go here, don't do this, don't go here, don't go there. And that was probably one of the last Heat players that I took up under my wings and showed him the town. And I say, brother, don't worry about it being about Carmelo, and don't worry about it being about LeBron. You're that guy. You're that guy. You got that it. Yes, did D-Wade take some hits and take some shorts at the Miami Heat? He could have made more money. He could have had more points. He could have had more things doing. He took it for the team. We named Wade County, and now he's on here talking about the team. Listen what Bam had to say about this.
Brought up Dwayne's recent comment about there not being a buzz in the street.
The city needs to be woken up. It's not alive no more. You know, when we was here, bro, it was buzzing in these streets. We've been here the last couple of days. Ain't nothing buzzing outside.
And nothing at all. I had to go home early.
Bro, I'm leaving too. I thought I was about to stay here. I'm getting out of here. There's no energy here.
Yeah.
And this city deserves and needs a person that can bring that energy here and take it over. No one's here.
How much do you guys kind of take that to heart, and how much do you think a moment like this could help?
First of all, this man talking about ain't no buzz and he want to be out. He 45. Take your ass in the house. But, you know, he's just, I don't know what he's trying to do, actually. Like, I don't know if he's trying to, like, rile us up or, like, he got to understand we went through COVID. It's a different time. But all that said, I feel like it's a lot of buzz tonight, not only here, but in the association.
So all of a sudden, Bam scores 83 points. And everybody want to come from him. D-Wade, you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. I love you, brother. Got a statue outside the stadium. They call it Wade County. You're wrong. And you're wrong for so many reasons. You're wrong for this. When you came here, D-Wade, you got here, drafted, you guys struggled. It wasn't until Shaq came here, then everybody got excited because Shaq came here with all them rings. Then it became Bosh, Wade, and LeBron. Yes, it's going to be a buzz. Yes, you guys are going to be rock stars. Yes, you're going to be the Beatles. Yes, that is what you're going to do. So where you're wrong at is this. What you guys assembled and what you took a pay cut for, D-Wade, so that can happen. Is that out there now? No. Did Pat Riley assemble that now? No. But people love the Miami Heat, regardless. You and whoever your homeboy is say y'all got to go home and ain't no buzz in the city. Bam is right. When you get 45, you want to go home and watch Netflix. When you're 25, you're popping. You leave the game and you go to Carbone's. You leave the game and you go to see Miles over there. The girls are there. And unfortunately, D-Wade, they're really here. I just left the beach last night. You know why they're here. It's spring break. What buzz you talk about? Miami is always buzzing. South Florida is always buzzing. Las Olas is always buzzing. Sistrunk is buzzing. You go down there and treat that in Chris Smith on any day. We buzzing. We buzzing before you and buzzing after you. What being buzzing at? Want to be here? Everybody here? You got them spring breakers here. But when you're 45, you ain't trying to go hang out with these kids. When you're 65, like me, you run for Congress. What are we going to do? Live is full up. Every Sunday, they buzzing. If you're 25, you're going to be like, oh, let's go. We popping. We can go here, we go there, we go there. But when you're 45, you're going home. We ain't never stop buzzing. They got the sexy fish. They got all these sexy places, ZZ. They got all this shit buzzing. Wait, what are you talking about? Joe Stonecrab is buzzing. Still lying around the corner. Hello? What are we talking about? Booby trap on the river, full up. Full up. They coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning. Tootsie's. What are you talking about, Wade? We always pop it. It ain't never stop. South Florida is South Florida. You go to Dade, Broward, Palm Beach County, and it's popping. So what buzz are you talking about? Oh, we're going to go home. Sometimes you get old. You can't be hanging out there with them young people like that. And if you do, you just go on there, people watch. You looking at how they moving and all that. So what are you talking about? I don't feel no buzz. I don't feel no vibes. Yeah. That's my show, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoyed it. Shouts out to D-Wade. Come on, my brother. Don't do that. I don't want to talk about this. Look at this tragedy here.
Tua immediately made the Dolphins a laughingstock with 2 actions. First, he joined the Falcons on a minimum contract. Just hours after being laid off, Tua swiftly agreed to join the Atlanta Falcons on a veteran's minimum contract of $1.3 million. According to the offset clause in his original contract, the Dolphins could have used his new team's salary to offset part of his guaranteed bonus, but Tua deliberately only accepted the minimum amount. This forced the Dolphins to pay the remaining $52.7 million out of their own pocket, effectively locking up their salary cap space. Second, submit the enforcement documents for the security deposit as soon as possible. The Dolphins attempted to exploit loopholes in the contract, trying to reduce guaranteed pay using excuses such as a history of concussion injuries and failing a physical examination. Tua was prepared. Immediately upon signing with the Falcons, he, along with his agent and the NFLPA legal team, formally filed for enforcement of guaranteed pay with the league, clearly warning the Dolphins that they must pay every single penny.
I told them don't give him the money. I told them to draft Shador. I told them don't give him the money. Don't re-up him. Franchise him. Don't give him the money. Nobody listen. I said don't give Tua the money. I do a radio show, Andy Slater Sports Radio Show. I've been doing it for the last 10 years. I go in there every Tuesday. I told them don't give him the money. They did not listen to me. I said don't give him the money. The man is one tap on the head away from being injured. You gave him the money right after he fell into the lap of the man from the Buffalo Bills who died on the field, and nothing happened to him. That was right after he threw 3 interceptions. That means his heart was going out of the game. And then you re-upped him. You re-upped him. And I said on the radio show, don't give this man the money. And you gave this man the money anyway, who had no more fight in him, whose arm had been turned into a jelly arm. And now he just extorted the Dolphins out of a boatload of money. The man is over there with the Falcons on a minimum contract. And he's making the Dolphins pay him. He just could be holding a clipboard getting $90 million. What did he do there? Whoever in the organization authorized that, or just went in the room and say, re-up him? They should never be doing anything with sports again in their life. They shouldn't even be negotiating for the garbage truck to come to the garbage house. I can't make this up. But nobody listens to me. I try to tell them on the radio, hire me at the Dolphins, but I'm going to a bigger place. Look for Congress, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to go to my website, make a donation, $5, $10, whatever you can afford, because you need me in Congress. www.lukeforcongress.com. I need you to go there ASAP. But that's my show, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoyed myself. I ran over time once again because I started talking about politics and I started talking about the things that's going because I'm so passionate about it. Thank you guys who are on Facebook, Uncle Luke on Facebook. Go to the page if you're not over there. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you ain't went to sleep. I shouldn't have said that because it's a rebroadcast. This is going to be a rebroadcast. I shouldn't even be saying that. I'll just be running my mouth. This is a rebroadcast. We tape this, so you know, we tape this at 2 o'clock in the morning because I got so much stuff going on in the daytime. But we'll be rebroadcast throughout the day. All you guys that are on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Uncle Luke TV, I love you all. All you guys who are on my Twitch, I love y'all. All you guys who are on Instagram, X and Instagram, I love you guys too. This is a great show. I enjoyed myself. Remember, the election is coming soon in August. You need to get involved. Be on the right side of history. Yours truly, Uncle Luke. I see you. I'm out.
Where is he? Uncle Luke! 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 Make some motherfucking noise! Uncle Luke! Ain't nothing but so good. Trick that in the house, Mr. Special, watch him out. I like my hoes, never home, always in the street hoeing. Things in the state with their ass cheeks showing. Looking fly with the hammer nails, run up in that coupe. None of them like to run up and on. Like the big booty hoes, cute faces. Little nigga hit it on the first day basis. Niggas fake bitch kick game straight. X no down with the diamond name place on. Or in the path of sex with diamonds glaring. Keep a nigga staring when you're wearing down a Karen. Or skipping shit to keep a nigga looking at you. In the bunk sex, you can show off your tattoo. Even if you're a max true player,